Hey guys, welcome back to the theory lesson series. In this video we're going to take the finger 2 major scale pattern and we're going to learn a couple exercises that we can utilize just to think about the pattern differently so we don't get stuck in a rut of just playing it ascending and descending. It's still a sequence, just like a major scale from the lowest root to the highest root and then back down is a sequence, but it definitely requires a lot more effort and thinking through it as you're figuring it out. And then also getting good communication between your right hands and your left hands. Let's go ahead and give each of those a quick listen and then we'll run through them. Alright, so let's break each one of those down. Take your time with these, play with a metronome once you figure out the sequence. You know, you're not thinking about this from beginning to end. There's little patterns, 4-note patterns in the first one and 2-note patterns in the second one, or pattern, not plural. It's just that we're starting from a different note. So just to review that major scale pattern, I'm in 5th position or 4th position here, starting on the 5th fret. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. We're only going to have to go a little bit beyond that, beyond the root, and I'll talk about those. But the first sequence is you're playing each note of the scale, and you go up 3 notes, and then you go back to the note that you started on. So, for instance, this is, right, and that's one sequence, 4 notes. Then you go up to the second note of the scale, and you do the same thing, ascend, and you go back to that note that you started on, and then now we're on the 4th note. And then here we're going to have to go one note beyond, so we're going to go finger 3, finger 4, finger 2, finger 3, and then we end right there on the root. It resolves nicely. So that's 2, 4, 1, 2, finger wise. 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Now when we come back down, we're starting on the root here. 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, and then here 1, 4, 2, 1, and on the last sequence we're going to go below the root, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2. So just one half step below on the way down and one whole step on the way up there. It's just the next note in the scale to make it resolve. The second scale pattern is a pattern in thirds. So we're moving through the scale by skipping notes essentially. I'm just going to do this calling out the finger numbers. I think that'll be the easiest way to see it. But if you aren't familiar with what a third is, then we will be getting to that very shortly actually. So the finger pattern is going to be same scale, same position, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 4. And then coming back down, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, and we resolve on the root there. So take your time with those. I can't emphasize this enough. You know, find a tempo that you can play through it ascending and descending with no mistakes. And then once you're getting comfortable with it and you're starting to speed it up, then mechanically some other things might start to fall out on you. You have to determine, well, is it my right hand that's not doing what I need it to do? Is it my left hand? You know, how am I shifting my hands? If you have questions about that, please let me know. But they're great exercises to grow with. They're probably two of the more common ones that you'll run into as far as major scale patterns are concerned, or any scales for that matter. But just make sure that you're seeing it very clearly and you know exactly where you're going. Think about those smaller sequences. That's going to make it a lot easier to deal with, instead of thinking about going from beginning to end, because then it's just too much to get through in one instance. So hope you have fun with those guys. Hope they're good technique builders for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.